Set up again. Hello, everyone. Sufficient motivation. Training these savages has been quite a task, Miro. Finding ways to motivate them was easy enough. The problem is keeping them motivated and focused and awake. Now that you're back, you can help me get the less disciplined Hosen moving. If you catch my drift, I'll leave the method up to you.
Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Catch my drift.
Alright.
Slicky water.
Let's get Rivet.
What's up?
Take a look around, Miro. You've turned these monkeys into a bona fide army while you were away.
Keep it real.
Repair's all needed ready to go, Miro. I don't need to brag, but General Nazgrim should be pretty pleased with my work. Alright. Have you...
Hosen motivated.
Excellent.
Not that dude.
I think it should be pretty obvious when it is.
Oh,
there.
easy Hosen.
Yeah, sleepy. And toss water on him. Yeah, there's one over here sleeping too. Shazam's still overshadowing every other movie. Like, honestly, I feel like Hellboy should at least make its budget back, but
High price.
yeah. I want to stress, I didn't hate it. It wasn't a bad movie, but it also just wasn't anything special either. It was just a movie. Hey, look, they captured Virginia.
Nice.
Let's go get these reports while we're over here.
Oh yes.
Come closer,
Ah.
friend.
She's right here.
Sorry, I couldn't move.
Read this.
This is no small island, Blood Elves. It's a landmass that would likely rival Northrend. How it has gone undiscovered is still a mystery. I agree. General
They'll never
Asgrim wants
see
an
me
update on your progress. Here's the report, Blood Elves. Oh, make sure you mention my idea with the bombs. I have lined it out in the report.
Alright, and there's one over here with Shokia. Another lady.
Ba-ba.
We
I never would have
out
thought
here
that these grunts could be
against the
trained.
odds.
General
Three.
Nazgrim needs your training report. Report? I have my hands full down here, Blood Elves. Oh, alright, here you go.
Yeah, P, if you want to go see a movie, Shazam is definitely worth it. You got, Avengers Endgame. I'm going to be hosting a, Infinity War movie night before Endgame comes out so that people watch it before then if they want. That'll be fun.
You should, have a movie night or whatever where you show, like, a few episodes of Ghost Stories.
I was considering that.
Nice.
There's also a new movie coming out called Brightburn that I want to see. If you haven't checked out Brightburn, P, I highly recommend you go watch the trailer for it. So, you know how I don't like Superman?
Yes,
So,
I do.
Peanut, come back this way.
Okay.
Brightburn is basically, it's quite obviously referencing Superman, but it's basically if Superman came to Earth, and what if he went evil?
He'd be me.
Rico
What?
gets
No.
no. like wicked. Some hoes
Wow.
call Rico a traitor.
Swear words.
Rico got this bitch on lockdown! Plenty of slickies for Hosen Army. General Nazgrim wants to know the status of the supplies.
Groken?
Nazgrim's gonna be really happy with Rico. Here,
Oh, yeah.
the report is done.
Hosen used other words to swear, but this one did not.
Yeah, this one's like, bitch. Just right out bitch. She's like,
Bitch!
Peanut's
Your
like,
mother's a bitch.
your mother's a bitch.
Classic.
Nothing shall stand in
I
our
wish
way.
Nick's fears hadn't gone to shit.
Probably got great to name people. How is,
Huh?
probably, I said probably not great to name drop people.
Whatever. I guess content went bad. His thumbnails started getting, like, bad art.
Where are you going?
Oh.
How is our combat training coming along? At least they're confident. That might count for something. Are the Hosen ready to deploy? I'll be surprised if we can keep these creatures focused enough to employ any tactics at all, Blood Elves. They better not get in my way while my blades begin to fly. Alright. Did I pick up another quest? I can't even tell. No. Okay.
Fear
It's
nothing.
lagging on
The
me.
Horde shall
Lore Walker, chill. Hey, he's got a dragon. Mishi. Are you level 90 now?
Mishi. I like Mishi.
Greetings.
These Hosen are behaving most unnaturally, Mero. Marching in formation? In armor? This troubles me. We must discuss it at another time, however. I have come to ask for your assistance. The ancient fresco, where we last spoke, is nearly unveiled. I am certain that it holds ancient wisdom, knowledge that the Emperor wanted us to remember. My meditations alone may not be enough to discern its meaning. Please, take this heirloom to the shrine of my ancestors. I shall require further assistance.
Every good story needs
Let's
a
talk to
hero.
Mishi. I am ready to leave. Hey, Mishi transformed.
Mishi is evolving.
But yeah, Pete, check out the trailer for Brightburn. It's kind of like superhero meets horror movie. It's kind of cool. Elizabeth Banks is in it too. I know Piamet won't watch it because she hates Elizabeth Banks.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. No! I had to think about it. You know. I have mail. I'm sure it's auctions and stuff.
You're assuming it has some more gore? Brightburn? I didn't see anything that led me to believe there was gore in the trailer, so...
I'm at 99% experience, by the way.
we should get it here soon.
Yet.
This is the Cho family statue. Alright,
Ah,
let's use this.
I can't.
I used it. Oh, cutscene.
Oh, the thing.
A message must lie within. What fate did the Emperor foresee?
Well, that was scary.
Woo!
Look over there.
I mean, you would think that they would realize they were destroying the thing much earlier on.
Dude, the Horde and
Like,
Alliance are dicks.
They took like thousands of years to build this thing. Oh well, let's just shoot it.
Well, that's the Horde and Alliance. They don't give a shit. And plus, they come here, they arm the Jinyu and the Hosen and bring them to war against each other. Oh, the Horde and the Lion suck.
Yeah, I bet the whole Zen can't really aim.
Lore Walker Cho shudders in spite of himself. The legends! They're true! Cho looks at you in disbelief. I thought Shaw of this immensity were a myth. We all did. Just a story to keep our children from fighting. No time to talk now. Those fishes, they're feeding it. It grows stronger by the moment. I must research the scrolls from my family archives. You, take this cannon and ride Mishi. You must find a way to contain this horror that has been unleashed.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Now I get some cool not healers,
Alright, let's do this.
titles.
Seal this.
And some better heirlooms. Heirlooms. Time. Or Hellscream's War Staff. And
Hey, you should
I can't use judgment.
come fly around. Because I've already started flying around.
Okay.
Pete says he has a different idea of what horror is. Yes, you're from an age where you guys are led to believe that horror equal gore, and gore is not horror. Gore is just gross most of the time. It lacks imagination, to be honest.
Let's do this machine.
Pete, what do you think of this thing?
I try to equip my staff and it says, you are stunned.
Oh, cutscene.
So, good news, I found a new duo partner, I believe, who is much more chill and funny. So, even losing can be alright.
That's good.
I found like another duo partner, but haven't really heard from him too much.
Some movies use it well. Sure, it can be used well, but unfortunately most movies now think being as gory as possible means you're more scary, and that's not the case. Like, you're just not scarier just because you have more gore or more disgusting kills.
Yeah. Actually, we watched a movie recently that had... Like, I watch a lot of movie with gore, because I like horror, and gore is kind of something you're gonna come across if you watch a lot of horror movies, whether they be gore or not. So I have seen gore. Oh, I'm supposed to be shooting things.
Yes, you're supposed to be closing fissures.
Okay, I am now. Whoops. I thought she was taking me somewhere. Whoops.
Biggest loser.
Sorry. Anyway, so we watched the remake of Pet Sematary, and it had a scene that was only a few seconds long, and it like I felt more like nauseated from that one scene. And it wasn't even like a violent scene, it was just like, yeah.
Indeed. Though I've told Piamet that we're probably not watching any more camera rip movies because I just don't like watching
It was, I
camera rips.
can't.
I'm past the age. You know what I decided I didn't want to watch camera rip movies anymore?
I used to hate them too.
I still hate them, and I hate them now. Ever since I watched Transformers 2 camera rip, it was so bad, I was like, I'm never doing this again.
They've improved slightly, but some of
How
them
does
are still
today
bad.
find you?
I have much research to do in very little time. The Emperor's message was only warned of the unique threat war would bring to our land, this Shah. Sadly, the time to heed this message has passed, and as for how to bring an end to this crisis, the Emperor's omen is silent. Pandaria is a mystical land traveler. It bears repeating that some of its secrets remain hidden, even to lore walkers. Sealing those fissures did not mend what has been broken. If the legends are true, it will take much more to release this land from the grasp of the Shah. The aggression of that battle awakened a host of living negative emotions. What you see here is likely the first of many such manifestations.
Eyes open. Always be learning.
So much lost, and I fear, Blood Elves, this is only the beginning. The more powerful remnants of that horrible manifestation may be too much for you to handle on your own, Blood Elves. I fear I'd be of little help in terms of actual combat, but I can suggest a solution. The Great State Statue is soon to become a living serpent, one of our revered Celestials, its construction imbued with special powers that may sufficiently weaken those adversaries. Your companions have made themselves at home in our land. You brought that with them, and brought with them a dangerous conflict. The full extent of the destruction here we cannot yet know. Already it is unspeakable. Nevertheless, to forsake your friends out of spite would be against our way. Any that yet live are doubtlessly wounded and in desperate need of care. These fireworks were to celebrate the statue's completion. Use them near your companions to signal Mishi, and she will bear them off to safety.
Farewell.
Alright, we need jade chunks. Oh, he has
What about turning off our experience?
We do have to do that, that's true. But I don't think we're gonna level before we get through these quests, so we'll do these first.
Alright, you're the one who's ahead anyway, so...
We need to weaken them with jade chunks so that they're easier to kill.
Oh. Requires battle survivor.
What's battle survivor?
Oh, no idea. This is the one like here. General Nazgrim.
Huh. Oh wow. I got a piece of the celestial jade. Alright, where's the big one? We can kill this little one. Oh shit, I gotta. Oh, okay, it's not shared. I gotta call Michi as well. Overwhelming guilt. You never enjoyed the Transformers movie with Shia LaBeouf? Just wasn't your kind of thing? But still, I actually really liked them.
Shaw Remnant. Oh, I see. Can be used to weaken them.
Yeah, I like the big ones.
Sure.
I really liked Shia LaBeouf in those movies. Even if the acting did seem kind of forced. He at least seemed like he was having fun with it back then. Alright, so Nazgrim's still alive. I gotta send a thing here to save Kieran, because... There you go. So many dead hoes. And listen to that music, though.
I also have jade.
Excellent. How many jade do you have?
3.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill 3 more of them. Excellent. Alright, let's go underneath this piece of the statue. He's a decent actor. I liked Holes and Even Stevens. I don't think I've ever seen Even Stevens.
I saw a little bit of it.
I saw Holes when I was a kid.
I didn't see holes.
I know.
Did you check my
Here, picture you sent? Yes, it was amusing.
Widowmaker?
Hello, Shaw Echo. Hey, the Happy Chocobo, welcome! Sorry,
Hello.
I missed you in P's message there. How you doing today? The Happy Chocobo came to the stream yesterday during the Gimon's stream, which you also skipped out on because you're a jerk.
That's fine.
What? How's that fine?
I'll do a stream in this voice.
What?
Yeah.
The voice I'm using now? My normal voice?
No, I said I'll do a stream in this voice.
So you'll just be there at a stream?
What? My stream?
Yeah, but your voice is your voice. Like,
Yeah, it's cool.
what? No, it's not even anything special. It's just your voice.
It's pretty special.
You can at least voice it as like your mock British voice.
Oh, British.
So, the Happy Chocobo. I assume you're into Final Fantasy games. What's your favorite Final Fantasy game? And why do you think it's your favorite?
Like, he hates them.
Would it be funny if he hates them? Yeah. You just like Chocobos. Which would be fair, I guess.
No, he's just a masochist.
I need to be reminded of my hatred every day. Oh, there's Riven over there. P, what do you think of the destruction wrought in this area?
Is it rot? No.
I don't think they know what Final Fight is. Apparently they originally wanted to call Final Fantasy Fighting Fantasy. This is terrible. We must find a way to undo what has been done here. Joe looks at you despondently. This jade was meant for so much more. My thoughts will be with your fallen companions, traveler. May their wounds mend well.
Tread lightly.
Well,
Okay, and now we got Faye.
Tell me a story.
you leveled.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh.
I got an achievement.
Oh. Oh, right. Oh, it's me.
Uh-huh.
Your journey in this land has already proven most eventful, traveler, and mine, it appears, is destined to continue for a time. A chain of events began when your people arrived here, and while some of those happenings are traumatic to behold, I feel there must be a larger purpose behind your presence. For now, it is wisest that you leave this place and explore Pandaria's other regions. Speak to me when you are ready to leave.
Alright, we're not
See you
gonna...
later.
We'll come back to her in a moment. We're gonna go back to,
Orgrimmar.
Ogrimmar. How do we get back there again? Oh yeah, there should be a portal to there in Dawn's Blossom, right?
Yes.
Personally, you have to say Final Fantasy V because the story isn't super serious, followed by Final Fantasy IX. Super serious plots are okay, but I agree it's good to have one that is a lot more fun, too. And Final Fantasy V definitely gives you that. And it also explains where the Happy Chocobo comes from, because Boko is probably the first Chocobo in the series to have personality. It's not in-depth or anything, but it's definitely more than what we've seen. Where is that portal to Ogrimmar? Oh, hang on, there's something here. The Emperor's Burden, Part 1. 10,000 years ago, the day Xiao Hao was crowned Emperor of Pandaria, he followed the tradition of all the emperors before him, and sought the counsel of the great water speaker of the Jinyu. With a light heart, the young emperor stood before the prophet and waited to hear what he presumed would be good news. The water speaker listened to the song of the great river, but his eyes widened with terror. From the Book of Burdens, Chapter 1. And the water speaker saw before him a kingdom of sorcerers surrounding a great well, and from this well they called forth a host of demons. Green fire rained from the skies, and all the world's continents shattered. Terrified by the vision he presented before him, Emperor Xiahou realized that he was not to live a life of luxury. From the humble town of Dawn's Blossom, his journey to save Pandaria began. Okay, I don't see the portal, do you?
No, I don't.
Is it up here?
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay. I know there is a portal to Ogre, but I don't remember where it is exactly. They may have removed it too. Butts design in Dissidia confused you for the longest time. You had no idea who he was. Speaking of which, P, I actually picked up a copy of Dissidia NT. Yeah, I got the collector's steelbook edition for $20, so I was like, all right, sure. I'll add it to my Final Fantasy collection. My personal favorite is probably 7, but I've played all of them. I just remember having the most fun. I connected with my brothers a lot when we were kids over Final Fantasy VII. It has its flaws, I know, but I just really liked it. To tell you the truth, with Final Fantasy Dissidia NT is the first Final Fantasy I ever actually disliked. Every other Final Fantasy game I've played, I've liked. I've really enjoyed.
If they remove this portal, I'm gonna shit.
Is it in Dawn's Blossom?
Most of the people... Dawn's Blossom?
That's where we are right now.
Hold on.
May also be in Honeydew Village. Oh, no, it's on the map.
It is?
Yeah, it's in Honeydew Village. There's like a symbol there, and I put my cursor over it, and it says Portal to Ogre, so I'm flying up there.
Honeydew